talk about Big Brother because last night's episode was very upsetting for me. How did you feel, Scotty?
Equally upset, I think, about the same situation.
I just wanted to go up to Carson and Cynthia and just be like, the fuck is wrong with you? Like, it's like the typical case of like
easily being manipulated on something that I feel like would be so obviously false.
Right? Like they're telling you this now, right when they're about to be on the block, and they've been putting you guys on the block, and now you're like, I trust them. Like, if this isn't the most suspicious, like, this shouldn't be a good move. Like, Todrick shouldn't be able to pull this shit off. And like, I don't know if you saw, but Chris Kirkpatrick did like an interview, and he said that Todrick like came at him hella sideways. Like, he told him he was a bad dad and that his kid was gonna be disappointed in him and like all this shit. Like, he took it like really too far. And I'm just like, why do you have to be that evil? Like, you weren't gonna get him to like get them to like not take Carson off the block by degrading him as a person. Like, so I don't understand.
The whole thing, I think, had Cynthia not been included in the equation, Carson wouldn't have fell for it. I think because Cynthia and him are so close, and Cynthia was like, no, you don't understand. Like, Todrick and Nisha both were like saying Shanna's been playing us. I think that kind of made Carson believe it more than if it was just Todrick and Nisha coming at him, which is kind of disappointing.
Well, believe it more, but also I think just like, okay, like, well, Cynthia's like my number one, so if she's upset, like, I'm gonna ride with her. We're upset now. You know what I mean?
It's just such a stupid move because Shanna now, like, she really has no one else to do.
Okay, you're gonna try to backdoor her. This girl's already won 2 vetoes, so she's probably gonna play in the veto, and she has a good chance of winning. So I don't see why you think this is the best idea right now. On top of the fact that even if you feel that way about her or whatever, and you believe them, like, that still doesn't negate the fact that they're still big threats, and we're just trying to get you out, so you should still get them out. Like, keep that in the back burner if that's how you feel about Shanna. But I don't feel like this, like, why is the focus turned to that so much? And I just feel like the biggest frustration is the fact that Cynthia doesn't really understand the game. I mean, Carson doesn't as much either, but I think that's the thing is, I'm like, what don't you understand? Shanna was playing both sides. Yeah, she's playing the game. If she wasn't fucking with you guys, she would not have taken Carson off the block and allowed her number one person to go home.
Playing both sides, yes, clearly, but because
they picked a side. And she was honest with them.
That's what I don't understand is, like, you can say, like, yeah, she's doing like dirty work on her side to play the middle, but like, clearly she cares more about us. She's divulged more information to us.
And look what she just did this week. She didn't have to do anything. She could have, if she could have let me go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could have let Carson go home. She did not have to do that.
And then Carson is like believing Misha. It's not even like well, like, let's work with them just to figure this out. It's like, no, he's like fully believing her. And it's kind of sad that.
Well, it's just so disappointing because I'm like, Carson, I just like, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. Like, at this point, I'm like, team fucking Shanna, period. Fuck everybody. I want her to win that veto, and I want her to fucking go after everybody in the house. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel now, because I just feel like she, like Cynthia's like, was like coming at her and was like, well, you try to save your own ass. And Shanna was just like, do you not understand how this game works? That's what I had to do that. I still like what I was supposed to just like, it's like Cynthia is like pulling like a Chris Kattan moment. Like, he's like, but why? So why wouldn't you just go home then, Shayna, if you ride with us? Like, kind of thing. And she's like, I can't be here to help you if I'm not here. Like, I ride with you, but I had my number one was Chris Kirkpatrick, and everyone's playing to stay. Like, what do you mean? That doesn't make any fucking sense. And Cynthia's just like, yep, see, because you just want to care about your game. That's how it works, Cynthia. The fuck are you talking about? Like, I just wanted to like I just like, I totally understood why Shayna was so frustrated and just sort of was like, you know what? Fine. If you don't trust me, put me on the block. I don't care. Like, I totally understood why she got that way, because eventually you're just like, if you don't even understand how the game works, how can I even explain to you what I was doing? Like, if you don't understand the basics, you're not going to understand like how I played, because you don't even know how the game's played.
Off topic, I just saw this. Apparently Shanna's boyfriend broke up with her while she's in the house. And she's in the house right now on Valentine's Day saying, oh my God, I'll get to see my man tonight. It's going to be so amazing on Valentine's Day.
She doesn't know that he broke up with her. They can't relay that information. Like, well, they've been off and on. Apparently this boyfriend, it's been a very off and on relationship. So
he deleted all the photos of them off. And apparently Teddy went on a podcast saying that he was like in her DMs or something. So he's like fully blown her off, I guess.
Well, then now I want her to like just win even more and stuff. Like, fuck this.
She's already my favorite. I don't really, Carson.
I like Carson, but he's disappointing me right now. And to be honest, like, she's just the type of player that I am drawn to more anyways. Like, the way she plays the game. Like, I love the way Carson is too, but also sometimes if you're too nice like that, look, now you're gullible, you fall for this shit. Or like, nice doesn't fully win Big Brother.
Cynthia said Chris really never had any power except when he was HOH. He didn't even use that to try to advance himself. And Carson said, yeah, he really didn't do a smart job with his HOH. I think he let them run his HOH.
Okay,
so
what's Carson saying about Chris? First of all, I like Cynthia, but I feel like she's so confused, and she just really feels like she was like betrayed, that she's just so angry. But it's also like, girl, what you talking about people not having power? Like, what have you done?
It's displaced like
anger.
I don't know what it is. Cynthia and Carson were like, oh yeah, Chris Kirkpatrick really didn't do much on his HOH. He really let them like take over. And everyone's just like, dude, you're hitting it right on the nail and you're still missing the point. Like, that is literally what's happening to you right now. Why on earth would you go after Shayna when she
who just saved you?
Literally pulled you off the block last week. It makes no fucking sense.
When the stuff like this happens in the house, it's some of the most like
annoying things.
Frustrating shit, because you're just like, I know that you guys are locked in there. I know people get paranoid, but like, why did you go stupid all of a sudden?
Take one step back and be like, does this make any sense on why someone who betrayed our side pulled me off the block?
And
she's literally done nothing against their side.
And then like also Misha, just like them being like, well, I believe Misha, like Todrick, you know, maybe not, but because Misha's saying it has to be true. And it's like, Misha is lying because she's saying, Shayna,
you lied since week one with Teddy. She's already proven not to be trustworthy. And it's like, everyone just kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, they must have, because it's crazy to me that they're just like, they're like, it's bold-faced lying from your enemy, and you're just like not even questioning it at all.
It's reminding me of when Natalie and Kevin convinced Jeff and Jordan that Russell flipped on them.
Yes, it's that type of shit that is just like,
but it's so ridiculous. It should be the dumbest move possible, and yet people fall for it.
Well, yeah, and then people fall for it way too often because it's like, it's crazy to me though. It's like, in the real world, this is how you would act. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you would believe this? No. So why are you believing it now? What have these people done for you or been trust? All they've done is put you on the block and try to get you out. Like, she got mad at Shanna. She was like, Shanna, you're always worried about being on the block or being backdoored, but you haven't even been on the block. Everybody else has been on the block, but you, Cynthia, the point of the game is not to be on the block and go home. Like, of course, for one. And for two, what do you mean? Todrick hasn't been on the block. Lamar hasn't been on the block. Who else hasn't been on the block? Freaking Misha. Like, there's plenty of people that have not been on the block. Why are you coming at Shayna just because you think that she fucking betrayed you? Because the people that want you out of the house that are now at your mercy randomly decided to tell you this because they give a fuck about you. What do you not see all the red flags?
It's annoying.
It's just
honestly,
so disappointing.
If Shayna doesn't win veto,
I think they're gonna backdoor her.
And it's gonna be annoying because now this is Teddy, Chris Kirkpatrick, and Chris Kattan and Sarai all going home. And then we're gonna be left with the people that I don't want in the house. That's how it always happens. It's so annoying. I'm just really like, compared to last week, the way I'm feeling now about it, I'm just so annoyed.
I'm just so mad at like
how easily fooled they are. It's so ridiculous.
Well, and just also the fact that like it's people like Cynthia that don't know the game that are fucking it up for the people that actually know and want to play the game. And if they ever look up things about the game or see what people were saying about them when they made these decisions, they're going to feel so fucking stupid.
I believe Carson said something kind of ridiculous. He was like, if I win veto, can I pull down one of my own nominations? Like, why are these conversations happening midway through the game? Like, that's a little ridiculous.
It's just annoying too, because it's like, you guys have nothing else to do but basically
the game, talk about the game. Like,
yeah, how have you not?
So, okay, so right now Carson's HOH. He nominated Misha and Todd, and they're going to do the veto competition and eviction tonight, right?
Is it on TV
I believe
tonight?
it's tonight. Everything's tonight.
On TV?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yep.
I believe.
Look it up. I'm just so thrown off. It's so fast paced. It's like really hard for me to fully keep up with.
It's on at 9:00 tonight.
Okay.
Or maybe it's just veto today. No, because I don't really know.
Do we have any spoilers? I haven't checked anything. I've been at work all day.
I think they're waiting for the veto to be on.
Are they gonna do it live?
Either live. It has to be an eviction tonight then, because they're not going to wait until.
Yeah.
Because the nominations happened Saturday, right? I have no clue. We'll see if there's an eviction tonight, but I know that they're probably going to be playing veto live.
That would be good. Oh my God, I'm so stressed out.
I'm just hoping Shayna can pull it off, and even if she goes next week or the week after, I just want her to stay this week, because if she goes because of some dumb shit like this, I'm going to be annoyed.
I'm just gonna be like, okay, I guess, yeah, you need to give, the win needs to go to Misha or Todrick at this point, because if they were able to pull that shit on you guys and you were that dumb, I mean, damn, at that point, I guess they should win. Because I'll lose a lot of respect for like Carson and Cynthia.
I
And
already
then
kind of do.
Mar and Todd aren't doing shit, so it doesn't count that out. So it's like, yeah, no. Then at that point, yeah, give the final 2 to Misha and Todrick and give Misha the win.
It's so stupid.
It's so annoying, and I just really hope that we get an upset. And there's a good chance, right? She's already won twice, and is everyone playing in veto, or pretty much like she has a high likelihood of playing?
I believe one person's sitting out.
So she has a very good chance of playing and a good chance of winning. So I fucking hope so.
We will see, but that's where we're at right now.
We're upset.
It's just so annoying to have to like watch people acting so stupid. I don't know. We'll see what happens tonight. If Shanna doesn't win Power Veto, I'm going to be very upset and probably not enjoy the rest of the season. I'm gonna be honest.
I feel you, but it'll be over real quick anyways. So
yeah, so we will see later tonight.
Yes.
Stay tuned for that.
You're gonna need to like, comment, share, subscribe.